What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is Zach Novak and this is Zach Novak Plays Games. Sorry about not having a video up yesterday or like 12 hours ago, something like that. Whatever it was kind of yesterday for you guys. I mean, I did kind of take a little bit of a break and I was kind of just mulling over the information from the Rise of Iron that we had seen from Gamescom. So, this video is going to have a bunch of that kind of stuff in it. So roll the intro and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so in today's video, I'm going to be going over pretty much all the weapons and all the armors that we have, I guess, seen so far, or not all of them, but all the good ones, in fact, the ones that actually look really freaking awesome or extremely unique, or just are those weapons that you kind of don't usually see too often and are kind of just, yeah, those gems, those diamonds in the rough, if you will. So, let's start things off with this beauty right here. It's called the Burning Eye. Now, I do not think I will actually end up getting this at any point in the coming future, really at any point in Rise of Iron, because I don't play Trials of Osiris, and yeah, it is going to be a bit of a shame because this in itself does look seriously freaking cool. I mean, just the actual gold coloring on it with the blue, it does seriously look freaking awesome. The accentuation of the blue and the gold along with the black actually just make it stand out and look freaking like epic. It looks like a beastly weapon. That in itself is the Burning Eye for Trials of Osiris. Next weapon that we have in the list is called But Not Forgotten. Now this is a sniper rifle. It is the Iron Banner sniper rifle to be exact. Now this thing, if I was to say sharp, is probably the most poignant word for it, but in itself, this sniper rifle, it honestly looks seriously cool. I mean, it's one of those things that just really stands out. I mean, the whole actual spike on the front of it, it just reminds me of, I don't know, medieval knights, you know? Freaking cool. On to another weapon. This one is called Each New Day. Now, this fusion rifle in itself is obviously Vanguard, as you can see from the coloring. In itself, it is freaking beautiful. I actually really do like this. It does remind me a little bit of a water pistol, but at the same time in a manner that does look, I don't know, freaking cool. I mean, if it was a Nerf water gun, then yeah, that'd be pretty decent in real life. But in Destiny, as a fusion rifle, this thing by itself, I'm guessing is going to be a beast. Now, something that I have noticed from actually seeing a few people use it in Gamescom footage, I think this is what I've been seeing so far, is it has a very short actual charge rate in itself, which I'm really hoping this thing does actually stand up to what I'm actually expecting. On to the next one we have the First Citizen. Now this is the First Citizen 9. This is obviously a new Monarchy weapon, a new Monarchy machine gun. And this thing honestly reminds me of quite a few of the ones we have seen so far in the game. But again, it is new Monarchy, and so therefore it is something new for a faction. And I am really looking forward to that because new faction weapons, armors and shaders are certainly something that I'm really hyped for. Next up, we have the Occams Razor. Now this thing in itself, this shotgun that is Vanguard, I'm just really loving the name, Occams Razor. Now if anyone actually knows of Occams Razor in itself, you all know that this weapon honestly does kind of fit the actual bill for it. Now I'm not actually going to go into detail on it because I want a lot of people out there to do some research and figure out what this shotgun is for themselves, because this thing, yes, it is legendary, but again, this thing called Occams Razor, oh my god. Alright, I'll just leave that with you. Another weapon for the Iron Banner is called Saladins Vigil. Now, this fusion rifle in itself, I'm pretty sure it is a fusion rifle, does actually look very freaking unique. It is nothing like we've seen so far for really any fusion rifle that is available, or for really any other weapon that matter. In itself, it does actually have the makeshift style of the Kvostov. So, a lot of these weapons will be made to look like or made from styles of the Kvostov. Next up, we have a hand cannon called the Lingering Star. Now this thing, it just, holy shit, look at those spikes. Now, if the bullets don't actually deal enough damage, I'm pretty sure using this thing as an actual weapon in itself just to strike people will definitely deal a killing blow. Now, it just looks freaking awesome with all the actual shadings and things done in it. in itself is going to be a beastly hand cannon. I am super seriously excited for this. Next up we have the Titanium Orchid. Now this reskinned style of Gala Horn rocket launcher, I guess it's kind of reskinned-ish type thing. It is very much so a different rocket launcher because, well, you don't really see any rocket launchers like that that's available. It does really look like it's just got a bunch of metal wrappings chucked on the top of it, which, that's freaking cool. It looks like it was made in the back of some guy's factory, and I myself am seriously hyped to actually get to use this. Hopefully it does have tripod and cluster bombs for one of the roles if possible, because that in itself would be the perfect set for myself. Next up we have the assault rifle called the Unbent Tree. Now this is the actual assault rifle we've seen from quite a few pictures, I'm pretty sure, and it does look freaking awesome. Now that actual little blade on the top of it, the actual razor in itself, does look freaking awesome. Now just like the actual style of it and the weavings and stuff that's kind of chucked on, it does have a very Fallen-esque style to it, but it does also kind of scream uniqueness, because again, it is seriously unique. Next up we have Winter's End. Now this shotgun in itself is beautiful. Now I myself do not use beautiful for shotguns too often, but this, it just looks seriously unique. The actual subtle blade that it has there, not very subtle at all, in itself is seriously sexy. This just looks like a very minimalistic style of shotgun in itself. There's no added beauties on there or anything that just makes it stand out or nothing like that, but it in itself does look freaking awesome if you ask me. Next up is the Trespasser. Now this is a new form of sidearm. In itself, what we've seen is it is a 3 burst, and it does look pretty freaking awesome as it does fire, but as well, there is also something we still don't know about it. What its perks are. Now I myself am thinking that there are going to be certain few perks that will be, I'm guessing, towards ammo and things like that, because this being a 3 burst, it would definitely need something like an appended magazine or something like that, or maybe if this is an exotic, it has that exotic perk for an appended magazine, something like that. Anyway, it's freaking cool. Next up we have a brand new machine gun from Nadir. Now this thing in itself we have seen from a few different pictures and videos from Bungie in itself. Now this thing does look freaking awesome. There's 2 different actual ornaments we can get put on this thing to make it look just very different, but even in itself as an original, it looks freaking badass. Now this thing that we know of does have some form of range perk. We still don't know the details on it, but this thing in itself, if I'm guessing, has to actually be a very decent machine gun, considering that it does have a very large magazine, and yeah, something for range, and it's a new foundry. I like it. Next up, of course, we have the Kvostov 7G OX. Now this beast that is coming back with the whole trinkets, new trims and new styles, new everything if you really want to actually get into it. It's got new scopes, it's got new fire mechanisms, it's got new ornaments that we've never actually seen before. It's just freaking awesome. Now this weapon in itself, which was that brand new vanilla weapon, if you will, I always like to call it the brand new vanilla weapon because like it just looks so old and horrible when you first get it, and now when you actually see it here, this thing is just, it's sexy. They fixed that actual the sights on it, which is pretty freaking cool, the optics, but they do also have, again, the cracked optics. I'm pretty sure that is available just for this aesthetics and stuff like that. But finally, finishing things off, we have the beast, the beauty, the mighty, the amazing, the Gala Horn. Now this thing right here that everyone is seriously hyped to actually get to use again. I myself, this is like probably the most anticipated part of Rise of Iron for myself, is just getting the Gala Horn back as what it was. That is freaking awesome. Now yes, having an actual Gala Wing Sparrow is gonna be seriously freaking awesome, and a black Gala Horn is even cooler, but again, it does not stand up to the OG vanilla Gala Horn in itself. I'm seriously hyped for this. This weapon right here, it's the beast that I've been waiting for. Alrighty, so that was all the weapons that I have in today's video. I'm going to have another video coming up with the armor and stuff like that a bit later today, hopefully, if I can get it actually rendered. The computer's being a little bit weird at the moment, but anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button down below, share this video around. It seriously helps the channel out a bunch. It seriously helps me out a lot, and it helps you guys out a lot because you get to see more of my content. So If you guys do like this video, leave a like down below, leave a comment. If you disliked it, leave a comment down below and let me know why you disliked it, if that was such a thing. Anyway, this has been Zach Novak. Do all that good stuff and I'll be cheering like Kieran if he was Ed Sheeran. But until next time, this is Zach Novak, signing off. Peace out.